My friend, today we're going to be playing page 78, Everybody Loves Somebody. Now, there are a lot of chords that are outside of that 7-note diatonic structure. However, we're going to go through each one of those, because yeah, and then we're going to go through all the chords that aren't, so you can get strumming this song today. Follow along, and if you do dig the way I teach, please subscribe, put comments down below, and ask some musical-like questions. Here we are, D major. We're going to play an E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, and then we're going to play a C sharp diminished. That's going to resolve right back to R1, the D. Chords that are outside of this happen to be like a B7, so we're going to play all of the second French, which might remind you of like a D major here with the open A, but then we're going to close it, which would remind you of a B minor 7, right? Or a D6. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put our finger down on this B7 right here on the C string, the thick one. Fun chord. Now, granted, look at this. It's the same thing as our C sharp diminished or our A7, but we're just scooting it forward and utilizing a bar chord, B-A-R-R-E. So when we go through the process of singing D major, if we keep our fingers relative to the 4 frets, like spider exercises, you will find this easier to flow through. Downward strokes, we're going to start real slow. The first chord is going to be a D, and then we're going to put our first finger down, and then we're going to keep that same phrasing and then put our other finger right there. So we get a D augmented. What we're doing quite literally is we are raising that fifth, so we feel it go, ooh, tension being built. D major to a D augmented. These two notes are the same note. That's why we keep the same 1 and 3, and then we sharpen the 5. Nice. And then we're going to go to a G major. Everybody knows and loves this chord. The next chord is the aforementioned B7. Nice movement. E minor, another great chord. You can play it either barred or like this. We're going to go to a C major and then an A7. You don't have to include that top note, but the reason why I did was, if you watch my fingers, all the chords are kind of shifting and moving, but I'm keeping my fingers centralized. Watch this. Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. Fun line, huh? Now it's a D. Something in your kiss. Here's going to be an F diminished. Now it feels really close to an F or a G, so watch this. We're going to take our G major, go back a half step, flattening it, minor second, then we're going to go horizontally, and we're going to put it down to where the F diminishes. Now what this is, it's taking the 7th of the key of G, which is the F sharp diminished, and giving the pinky up top on the B note. So it looks like an inverted, same way we would do this, and then go down, and then over, and then put the pinky. Boom! Woo! Great chord. Let's back it up. Something in your kiss just E minor told me. A7, my sometime is D major. A7 for the turnaround. Back to the top. Everybody finds somebody somehow. Everybody's telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying my second ending someplace is here. Now we're going to keep going, but eventually we're going to end there. We're going to go to a D7 by splitting the difference, or you could play the D7, block off the B minor 7 or the D6, and then add another finger to change that 6th note to a 7. Yeah. So when we end that on the second time, waiting for someplace is here. If I had it in A minor, my power D7, G major, D augmented, back to the G. Wonderful. Here's a B minor 7. It's that same aforementioned bar chord. Then every minute. Here's an E7, first finger on the G sharp, second finger on the D, third finger on the B. Keep the C open. Rain, hour, whatever. Here's our E minor. Boy, we're fine. Here's an A diminished. Now for an A diminished, we're simply gonna take the A minor note, you know, and go boop, and then everything's open. Interesting, huh? It really just shouts out. Oh, wait a minute. That's not how we do it. We're just gonna take the F diminished and scoot it on up. There we go, ready? Here was the F sharp diminished. We're gonna move it up a half step. That's gonna be our A dim, okay? So here we go. We're gonna go right back from there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. E7, last measure. I'm sorry, not last measure. Last 4 measures. Hour in every boy would be found in your arms. A7. Back up to the top because we're gonna have to do the third verse. Everybody loves somebody sometime. E minor. Hell enough, my dreams was overdue. Some will love me made well worth waiting for. Cause second ending, well, third ending, same as the second, not the first though. Someone, hold it out, big old fermata, like you. Maybe a little ostinato picking at the end, just taking the chord, start playing it with regular movements like your notes, and just speed them up till you start going across the strings in like 64th notes. I hope you had a great time, I did.